Noah officials have said that TNA can use Kobashi as long as he is in between tours, because this is when Kobashi, Kenta, and Marufuji were all over in the US, and there was talk about them doing some TNA, and apparently they wanted to.
This is the craziest shit ever. This is the craziest shit ever.
Who would Kenta Kobashi wrestle in the Impact Zone?
Rhino.
I mean, that would be a hell of a match.
That would fucking rule.
The reason it ultimately didn't happen is because TNA is in the beginnings of a working relationship with New Japan. So there was nothing on the table for potential Noah wrestlers.
Noah's cooler than New Japan at this point.
Sure.
Just run like Marufuji and AJ on the Impact in the main event.
The idea of using Kenta, Marufuji, and Kobashi when they come to the US on their first tour is impossible due to scheduling. Unbreakable, TNA's pay-per-view on September 11th is on the same day as the end of a Noah tour, so they couldn't line up the dates there. And obviously their TV tapings the next day.
It'd be really funny if history changed and it was like AJ versus Joe versus Daniels versus Marufuji.
And Joe Kobashi happened in the Impact Zone.
Yeah.
Where I assume it would have the exact same atmosphere.
Yeah, all the people who are going there on day passes to go on roller coasters are definitely going to be like that into Kobashi as well.
New Japan wants TNA to do a G1 Climax tournament and trade talent.
They want them to do the whole G1 Climax?
Yeah, Dave says this a couple times that like New Japan want TNA to do an American G1, which I guess doesn't end up going anywhere, but it's a fun thought.
Our next draft should be drafting the G1 blocks.
Yeah.
Of a TNA G1.
With a couple of New Japan guys thrown in.
No.
You get your Minoru Tanakas.
You wish. You're getting. You know what? I've already buried him once. Sonny Siaki.
Noah's not interested in using any TNA talent, but would be willing to allow its own talent that has working visas to work TNA. So the combination of New Japan wanting to be more involved in potential TNA wrestlers being able to work in Japan is, I think, what swayed them toward New Japan over Noah. They've also been trying to get Liger for ages. Another note, an attempt to get Jushin Liger for the August pay-per-view for a match with Christopher Daniels fell through because New Japan has a Sumo Hall event on the same day. Ultimo Dragon was approached for the date, but apparently Dragon's WWE contract hasn't expired, and he's never been released, as it was to be a hiatus that never ended. So he's there. He's still technically under WWE contract. Are you looking up what the Sumo Hall show was?
Yes, I'm looking up to see if what massive show and what match fucking Liger had that he couldn't do this date.
Oh, it's just that multi-man tag on the undercard.
That's what I'm contemplating.
Yeah, WWE doesn't use Dragon, doesn't care about him working Indies or Japan, but they would care about him TNA, basically.
8/14, G1 Climax. Would it be 8/13, I guess? Well, both of them. Why not? Oh my god, Hangman was on this show.
What would it have been, like 17?
Okay, so in one of these shows, he was in an 8-man tag, and the other one of these shows, he wasn't booked.
What was the 8-man tag?
Yeah, good question, Garrett. Wait. He wasn't on the Sumo Hall show!
Well, Dave's wrong.
He wasn't even on the fucking show!
What made you think he was?
Dave saying?
No, when you saw an 8-man tag.
Oh, that was the day before, which was in Nagoya, in the Aichi Prefectural Center.
Nailed it.
Yep. But like in the actual Sumo Hall show, he wasn't booked.
But he might have been needed.
Fuck you, New Japan.
At the last tapings, there was a California camera crew there filming a reality TV show pilot on Jeff and Jerry Jarrett.
I need to see this.
Well, actually, that could make for a fascinating TV show if it were with those two 24 hours a day. The odds of it going where aren't good, according to Dave.
Classic Dave, spreading falsehoods.
That's like my favorite thing about The Observer is just like the random notes, like the Kobashi might have worked TNA.
Yeah, that's one I hadn't heard before.
It's just like a thing that was apparently at least somewhat considered, and they were open to doing.